Brooklyn's own Larry King, and lifelong, not lifelong Dodger fan, but you've loved the Dodgers since they were in Brooklyn, certainly.
Naturally, and here.
Okay, so I remember being a little boy growing up in L.A., and the advertiser for the Dodgers was Olympia Beer, and the big slogan was, "It's the water and a lot more." And you're saying with your new Brooklyn bagels, it's the same thing.
It's the water. I tell you the truth. A couple of guys, very enterprising guys, came to me a year ago and said, "Listen, you're like the voice of Brooklyn. You left Brooklyn, but Brooklyn never left you. We've got a bagel. We can make the water that's in New York City, in Brooklyn. We can remake it, a special machinery.
Really?
And we're going to start a franchise operation. We'd like you to be the spokesperson." I said, "Well, I'll have to taste the bagel first." So I went down. Delray Beach had a store. Now they're opening stores all over the country. And the one in Beverly Hills on Beverly Drive is my store.
And it definitely is the water. There's also some pizza companies who import the water.
They're going to follow it with pizza, probably. It's going to be a can't miss. They had a mob scene there last night. People are coming. You're not going to.
Don't you offend Larry.
No, I'm not. I'm fasting today. I got.
It's a procedure.
Yeah, it's a procedure.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
They're doing it tightening.
Larry, I'm sorry.
I mean, Larry's like, what?
Right.
What?
It looks good. Kill.
Yeah, I got it.
And then I asked you what you.
Is this some sort of religious holiday?
Every day, in a manner of speaking.
You taste the difference in
it's very tasty and denser.
Correct.
It shouldn't be airy, right?
That's what makes That's what makes Sam Rubin Sam Rubin.
Because I got it. I know
First guy to say denser.
It has the dense. It has the dense.
A bagel should be dense.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
They're really good.
So they're real good. It's a beautiful store, and they sell a lot of sandwiches with it. You can get a lot of things with it. They're open 6 in the morning, 8 at night, and they're going to be all over the country. Awesome. And so I'm like, it's one of the things I've been doing post CNN.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you
CNN.
about post CNN, because it hasn't ended, and you're still doing all that stuff.
I'm going to do specials for CNN.
People are coming at you with ideas all over the place.
Yeah, I know.
I can imagine. How do you juggle it all?
You balance them. I've been busy balancing.
Yeah.
But we've got some announcements coming soon. They're pretty big.
Now, one of the big ones we keep on hearing is Jon Stewart, The Daily Show.
Yeah.
John called me last week, and he said, "I got an idea. How would you like to come on every 2 weeks and be like a contributor, and do your shtick like you should do in your column?"
Right.
Inane things.
Yes.
If you're going to the bank for a loan and the guy's got a mustache, you're not going to get it. Stupid stuff.
What do you think?
Opinion. What?
What do you think? Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to turn down. Of course,
I wasn't sure. Don't say no to Jon Stewart, right?
That's like, you sugar or what?
What's the matter with you?
It's a great audience, and he's a great guy. I've been on his show, and he's been on mine, and so he's a lot of fun.
That's great.
Now, Larry, we love all.
And I'm doing a comedy tour. I'm doing a major tour all over the country and in Europe, and where I tell stories. Sean, your dear friend Sean, she's going to open for me in Vegas and in Reno in June. What is it's a production.
Wow.
It's not just get out and speak.
This is the thing that I love, is that I think we've all thought of you as this sort of...
No.
And you have got this fierce sense of humor, as evidenced by the Donald Trump roast the other day. You were killing. You were killing.
That roast was gross.
But you know what? To be fair,
I never said a dirty word.
No, you were relatively. The Lisa Lampanelli jokes were excellent. And Trump, frankly, is an easy guy to roast, don't you think?
Well, yeah. He was a good. You know what they gave him for that?
What?
$2 million.
Oh,
really?
No wonder. To get roasted?
He gave
Sam suddenly volunteered.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
He gave it to charity.
Have you been roasted
yet?
But
the roast was, I was roasted a long time ago. I don't like it.
I was going to say, I think that would be really hard.
Because it gets, after a while, first you got to roast the roasters.
Right.
You got to kill the other. But they had great writers.
Yeah.
And they had some great lines for me. The deaf actress, Marley Matlin, when they had me say to her, you played a deaf woman 10 years ago. You win the Academy Award. You never followed it up. Why don't you do something else?
That's a tough joke.
Let me. I'm going to read a quote to you. Read a quote that is attributed to you, but you tell me if you really said it. It's about Piers. I thought you did a really good job returning to your own show, being interviewed by him.
By the way, the water's great.
Is it good?
Very good.
You see, I was going to question the water.
Brooklyn water.
When I think of water, I think Aspen, Colorado. I don't think of Brooklyn.
Try it.
Taste the water. Can you drink water today? You're not allowed to drink water?
Not allowed anything.
I will have 32 ounces in a bit. Not yet.
Yeah.
All right. Watching Piers' show is, quote, like watching your mother-in-law go off a cliff in your new Bentley.
That wasn't see, that's the wrong quote.
Okay, I thought so.
All right, here's what the quote was.
All right, please, thank you.
I got to swallow. It's delicious.
No, you chew that bagel.
The quote was, "Do you miss your show?" It wasn't about Pierce.
Right.
And I said, there are times when you got tragedy like Japan or Libya or Egypt. Of course I miss it. You want to be in the action.
Right.
But things like Charlie Sheen, the Kardashians, don't have to be there.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what? You actually said you were...
So I said it's mixed emotions.
Absolutely.
And to describe mixed emotions would be like your mother-in-law going over the cliff in your new Bentley.
There you go.
So it's taken out of context,
right.
totally.
You got to deal with it both ways.
I get that both ways. Let me ask you this. You were actually quoted also this week as saying if there was a regular outlet for you, you would not have Charlie Sheen on. You think that would not be a good guest?
I think they're overdoing him. I like Charlie.
Right.
In fact, his father, when I had my heart attack 22 years ago, first person to visit me in a hospital in Washington was Martin Sheen.
How about that?
Oh.
And Charlie's a good guy. But I think now, frankly, we, the collective media, are taking a train wreck
and enabling
and
it.
putting it on.
Yeah. You're right about it.
And he's our train wreck. He's the current train wreck. I don't know how his tour is going to do. But I wish him well. I don't wish him harm.
Of course.
Larry has a million things to do. He must go. The bagels stay. And we will tell you this. The original Brooklyn Water Company is opening in Beverly Hills. Today. Open right now, today. Started at 262 South Beverly Drive, sorry. Go to brooklynbagelcompany.com. Enjoy the bagels, enjoy the water, enjoy the schmear.
You might not actually want the bagels now.
And by the way,
I
have one request.
Yes. What is the request?
There's something I've always wanted to do. Do you have a second?
I'll fill it for you.
What do you care? It's Channel 5.
I know.
Okay.
I love them.
I have one request. I want to come back.
Yes.
And do the weather.
You got it.
Absolutely.
I want you bring me back one day and I'll do the weather all morning.
Absolutely.
I know you got rain coming. It's going to disturb my boys.
We'll give you a 75 day. It'll just
my boys
a nice...
got Little League.
Right. It messes things up.
Yeah.
The thing I tell you the best weather story. The best weather story has to be San Diego. Hi, sunny, 75 degrees, 63 tonight. Back to you.
And it's literally see you next year.
Right.
Exactly.
I'll give you that. Okay.
You're coming back to do the weather,
And Larry, in respect and in honor to you, look. Look.
Oh, look at him comparing, flashing your suspenders.
I've got the junior set, the starting kit.
The starter kit.
I'm going to toss it to Henry, all right?
All right,
There you
it's
go.
Mark.
It's
next.
Mark this
It
time.
says Henry in the prompter, but they mean Mark. Go ahead.
It's not Henry?
No,
It's
that's
Mark.
Mark.
It's me.
It says Henry, even though it says that.
Yeah, the no.
But you're going to do the weather.
Yeah.
Not standing at a weather map?
This is just a quickie weather.
No.
This is a quickie, yeah.
My boys have a big Little League opener on Sunday. Are they going to play it, Mark?
Oh, very nicely done. Let me tell you, Larry, could be a bit of a rain out, but if they start early enough in the morning, you might be able to get the games in. But if they're playing later on in the afternoon, I don't know.
How about 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock, iffy. Very iffy.
Oh.
That's what I got to say. Iffy. I'd say it's going to be a washout, unfortunately. If it was football or soccer, they play. But as far as baseball, okay.